Okay, let's make some money. In this video, I will demonstrate how I earned 330 euros in less than an hour. This system is easy to use, and it only has 3 short steps, and it will help you profit several hundreds of euros on a daily basis. I'll now show you the exact method in which I used, and you too will be able to do the same. So, what is this method exactly, and how does it work? Well, it's a trading system based on binary options. Now, binary options are very simple to understand and use because all it requires is one decision, whether assets will go up or down. Once you choose one of the 2 options, your trade can begin. It is a fast trading between 5 to 30 minutes. And when your time is up, your position will automatically close. And if your choice was right, you'll profit between 170% to 190%. So, how will you know to choose up or down? We're going to use a very simple method that's used by the professional traders, and that's called graphic trends analysis. As there is a higher probability for a financial asset to continue its current direction rather than to reverse it, we can analyze the graph and recognize its trend. You see, there are 3 main type trends: an uptrend, a declining trend, and the neutral trend. In the binary platform, you have many assets to choose from: stocks, currencies, indices, and commodities. Once you've chosen your asset, you have to choose its direction. Direction can be either up or down. And now I will demonstrate how you will use these trends to earn money. I will now log into my binary broker account and show you exactly, step by step, how it's done. Obviously, you have to create a new account for yourself to use. The system will work on any of the binary brokers at the bottom of the page. As you can see, I have over 9,000 euros on this account. Now, when I opened it 2 months ago, it had only 500 euros in it. Now, let's see how that system works, how it's made this growth, and how the system really works. To perform trades according to the method of trends monitoring, we need some graphs. This is because the normal graphs you're served from the binary broker is not so good for this method, as the time span they show is too short to properly determine the trend. So, on this site of the first step under the video, there is a link to some amazing real-time graphs that are perfect for this method. Once you click on it, a new page opens with the assets graph. Now, this page can take up to 1.5 minutes to load because it contains all of the graphs that you'll need. On these graphs, you have full control over what time span you see. Right now, each point represents 5 minutes, which is perfect for our purpose. So now, we'll identify trends in these graphs in order to trade in the binary platform. So, we'll start with the DAX index. As you can clearly see, its trend line is very, very positive and clear. We can see that it's going from this point all the way up here, so you can identify this as an upwards going trend line. Since we have our analysis, we jump over to the platform. We find the DAX index in the list. Since it's going up, click Up. We choose expiration hour. I'm going to set it to 1600 hours. Enter 100 euro. Click Apply and approve the option. Then we go back to the graphs and continue to the euro versus GDP, which is a downwards going trend line. As you can see, it starts up here and with a very clear trend down to here. We can make money the same as from an upwards going trend line. It makes no real difference to us. So we go back to the broker and we look for Euro versus GDP in the list. The time is 1600. Good. And we click not up but down. Put in 100, hit apply, and approve. We go back to the graphs, and here we have USD versus CHF. And now that's a neutral trend line that is going a little all over the place, which makes it very hard to predict where it will go next. So we will skip this one and go to a much better trend line, the FTSE, FTSE, that has a very, very beautiful and clear upwards going trend line. So we jump back to the platform, find it in the list, choose up, put in 100 euros, hit apply, and approve. Next up is the GBP versus the Japanese yen. This graph, as well as going from this point all the way up here, it's a positive upwards going trend line. So we go back to the platform, we look for the GDP versus the Japanese yen right here. Hit up, put in 100, apply, and approve. We go back to the platform and continue with CAC, which also has a super clear upward trend line. We go back to the platform, pick it from the list, hit up, enter our normal investment, click apply, and approve. Exit and go back to the graphs. We continue on the Australian dollar, AUD versus the Japanese yen. Now this as well has a beautiful upwards going trend line. Back to the platform, choose the AUD versus the Japanese yen right here. Since it's going up, click up, enter $100, and apply. We approve the option. We go back to the graphs. We do USD versus Japanese yen. Again, a good and clear upward trend line. Back to the platform. Find it in the list. 100 euro. Apply and approve. So, by now, I've currently got open 7 positions following the significant trends showed by the graphs. Now, those graphs will expire in 16 minutes. I'm going to speed up the process of the video. We don't have to wait all that time. So, once the expiration hour will come, I'll show you how much we have lost and won. There are options have just expired. Let's head over and see what we have. Well, as you can see, my balance is now at 9,331 euro, which means I won 330 euro. If you were really paying attention earlier, I accidentally used CAC with an expiration hour at 17:30, so I had to wait a bit longer before all the positions had expired. In total, we won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions out of the available 7. It's very important to remind you that it's perfectly normal to lose on some positions, and no trader in the world can only gain. The purpose of this method is to win with the majority of positions, because from these 6 wins I have earned in total €330 in less than an hour. Create your own account and try for yourself through the link at the bottom of this page.